Question 9. In herpes simplex encephalitis, HSV encephalitis, typically what can we see? That's the question. The brain MRI is characteristically normal is false. Typically we see temporal lobe involvement is common is true. It can also affect the frontal lobe also is the true statement. Frontal lobe also is the true statement. Fits are not uncommon, rather fits are the most common presentation. They are the most common manifestation in the presenting patient. That is typical of the disease. Correct answer B. Question number 10. When a 16-year-old female has come with history of bilateral jerky movements on awakening with no alteration in level of consciousness, this is typical of the myoclonic jerk. We are looking at a myoclonic jerk which typically is seen in the morning hours. In the morning hours, it is typically seen. Reason is unknown in an adolescent. So we are suspecting the diagnosis of juvenile myoclonic epilepsy, which requires EEG. For diagnostic. We must take family history. Lifelong anti-epileptic is required. So what we want is not true statement. So JME has been classified as one of the trinucleoside repeat sequence disease. Hence family history must be asked for. Long-term treatment is required, but not all of the above, because MRI does not give diagnostic. Diagnostic is EEG will give you diagnosis in this patient. Wrong answer, false statement, but correct answer is option number B. Question 11. All the statements are true about hemochromatosis except hemochromatosis is the serum iron overload state where phlebotomy is the treatment of choice. It can cause arthropathy which affects the metacarpophalangeal joint. That's a true statement. Investigation to confirm cardiomyopathy is to look for MRI. It is also a true statement. False statement. Correct answer is increased ferritin level is earliest laboratory feature. Because here we know the earliest laboratory feature is increase in the transferrin saturation. The transferrin saturation, once it becomes more than 45%, is the earliest feature, not this. So false statement. Correct answer for question number 11 is option number D. Question 12. Most common causative organism for lobar pneumonia, Streptococcus pneumoniae. No explanation required. Most common histological type in bronchogenic carcinoma, adenocarcinoma. So both worldwide and in India, it is the most common type of lung cancer is adenocarcinoma of the lung. Question 14. Any lung cavity with ball thickness more or equal to 4 mm should raise a suspicion of CA lung. Squamous cell carcinoma is most common histological type of lung cancer to cavitate is true. But what are the other causes of thick walled cavity except they want us to know thin cavity? That is answer we will have is emphysema. Yes. So question number 14. Any lung cavity with a wall thickness more than equal to 4 mm should raise suspicion of CA lung. So squamous cell carcinoma is most common histological lung cancer to cavitate. So which are the other causes of thick walled cavity? Include all except. So thick walled cavity can be seen in lung abscess, in vaginal granulomatosis, in blastomycosis, except for emphysema. In emphysema, you get the thin walled cavity. In emphysema, you get a thin walled cavity. That is why correct answer is question number 14, emphysema. Question 15. Decrease in the peak expiratory flow rate. Peak expiratory flow rate basically is like a measure of obstructive lung disease. Expiratory flow rate restriction is a sign of obstructive lung disease, typically seen with the chronic bronchitis and emphysema. Because interstitial lung disease, sarcoidosis, myasthenia all lead to restrictive lung diseases. not obstructive lung disease. So correct answer for 15 is option number A.